inside the piano. Inside the piano. Piano.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like Simrigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, everything simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to round 12. The Doogie Marble on Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, Scotcher Race Fuels, and Inside Lane Productions. With the man, the myth, the legend, who's not heard like Silent Bob, it's Kobe Cobes Jordan behind the cameras. Joining myself, Paul Blocker Jackson, in the booth tonight, and no, I didn't see it. There's none other than James Watson. How are you tonight, James?
I'm doing good. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this one or not, because if you were around last season, you'll remember this race, and you will remember it quite well. It was definitely the race of the year last season in so many ways. So will we see more of that this time? That remains to be seen, but hopefully at the very least it means we're gonna be in for a good show.
Well, I do love Pocono, and we've got our track facts on screen at the moment there. So the tricky triangle, as they call it, 2.51 miles, a little bit different to our usual oval racetrack. Got 80 laps around there tonight and 50% fuel load, 4 sets of tyres there. The key facts for Pocono. Now, of corner exits king, especially on turn 3. Managing brakes, gearing into turn 2. We can see some pretty good dive bombs coming into turn 2 usually, and that usually ends up in some cars in the fence sometimes. And
yep, like
smart.
we saw.
But don't cook the right front, so got to watch out for those tyres as well. So a little bit more on the brake tonight than usual. And there's our championship standings currently after 11 rounds. Andy Barber with a slight lead over Gary Wellman. Ruben Phelps in 3rd. Troy Davidson in 4th. Ryan Barber in 5th with Cade Donnelly in 6th. Adam Malone 7th. Matty Ray to 8th. Scott McClintock 9th. And Nicholas Walsh, top 10 in championship standings at the moment. Last week at Worldwide Technology Raceway, we had our regular Andy Barber with the win. Hope he brought his chair tonight, James, just in case.
Yeah, I totally got it with me this time. I surely didn't forget it. Nope, totally not.
Maybe he can sit on the esky instead and just pass us some cold ones after the race. But second place was Gary Wellman, and third place Ruben Phelps last week. So tonight we are at Pocono Raceway. Our AI predictions for tonight's race. We got Andy Barber with the win again. And AI predicted that he's strong in the clean air, measured on restarts, and proven he can win at any style of track. Pocono's long, straight, and tight corners suit his calculated approach. Ruben Phelps for a second place finish by AI. Ruben's technical racecraft will shine. Harry's patient, smart with fuel, knows when to strike. Expect him to work the draft and pit strategy to his advantage. And third place, Junior, Ryan Barber. Ryan's got the raw pace to challenge for the win. If he avoids mid-pack chaos and nails the tunnel turn, he's got a podium in him. And the watch list, as AI calls it, Troy Davidson, which actually has a provisional tonight, I believe. He's not even on track. So we won't be watching for Troy Davidson tonight. We'll skip him. And Scott McClintock, quite achieved with long run pace. If the race stays green, then he'll be climbing his way through the field. And Braden Sagser, who I believe isn't on track with us tonight either. So the only watch list tonight will be Scott McClintock. But we had a brief chat just before the race, and we got our commentary predictions from the booth tonight. So from myself, we put the money on Gary Wellman. So better do me proud, mate, and keep those championship points rolling, keep the fight going with Andy Barber. James's prediction for tonight.
Yours, James.
My prediction is Kay Donnelly. He is getting the Watson curse for tonight, because given how wacky last season's race was here, I feel like this is the type of race that would absolutely fit Cade's ability to be aggressive and be able to seize any opportunity he has to make a pass and gain a position.
Alrighty, and from Silent Bob, who we're going to get on the mic tonight as well, we got Kobe Jordan.
Right, fellas, I think Andy Barber's going to be the one to watch tonight. He's got massive momentum throughout the season. Like the AI said, he's got 5 wins under his belt. And he's also racing with a cause. I don't know how many people know the story about his family and his father not doing so well in hospital at the moment, but he's racing for him. So, yeah, he's got reason to get there.
Yeah, motivation can certainly drive a man as well. So there's our predictions from the booth tonight. So we'll see how those come through. And as you probably noticed on the screen there, the new driver cards that Kobe's been working on behind the scenes. So a couple of good-looking ones there from the Sim boys. And we might have a couple others pop up through the grid. But for those drivers that haven't got those in, you can snap that one through AI, chuck a filter on it, and get your pretty mug shots up on screen there in an AI form. They look great. But we've got qualifying underway at the moment, just under 2 minutes to go, and currently we've got Ruben Phelps on top of the leaderboard there. The only driver into the 56.6s, so Phelpsy looking pretty quick out there. Got a few new drivers in the grid tonight as well, joining us for their first debut race, some late entries. So that'll throw a bit of a spanner in the works as well. But, might go to our ad break, and we'll let the drivers finish up, and we will join you back with the starting grid in just a moment. So don't go away. Alrighty, welcome back everyone for round 12 here at Pocono. Thanks to our sponsors, TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio Network, Scotcha Fuels, Inside Lane Productions, but our main sponsors, Digi Mobile and Everything Simulated. Our starting grid, the statement of the century there, Adam Malone putting it on pole with only a few seconds left to go in qualifying. So definitely one of the piece of the pie tonight. Ruben Phelps alongside in the first row. Gary Wellman and Andy Barber, our championship leader, and second place. So that's going to be spicy on the second row. Cade Donnelly in third, and fifth, and Giuseppe Milo in the third row. Ryan Barber and Daniel Blinko on the fourth row. New driver Lewis Buagia. Completely got that wrong probably, but I was hoping he wasn't going to be inside the top 10, and he had to put it there, didn't he? Scott McClintock, your top 10 on the fifth row. New driver Dylan DeBono and Jacoby on the sixth row.
And on row 7, we have Caleb O'Connor in the 6, another new driver tonight, and Todd Maxfield in the 16. Row 9, row 7 rather, features the 10 of Jason Carey and the 023 of Shannon Wright. Row 9 features the 222 Nicholas Walsh and the 144 Perry Anastakis. Another new driver, Cameron Hardwick and Glenn Woomwell, rounding out the top 20. Jay Chandler in the 18 and Matty Raymond in the 80. And rounding out the field, we have Derek Jacobs in the 27 and Kelvin Clark in the 777.
Well, we got Terminator on track and very chill Matty Ray there, looking very happy and relaxed for tonight's race, starting off towards the back there.
You know, I don't know what I expected Matty to look like, but somehow that's exactly what I expected.
Yep. Look at Mr. Sheen, Mr. Clean there, so... Gotta love those driver cars. Good work to Kobe. And yeah, as mentioned, if get some more going for the drivers through the coming weeks, that'll be pretty good to see. But about to go green at Pocono. So everyone tuning in tonight, chuck your predictions on who you think might take the podium here, and we'll bring that one to you. But Adam Malone, Ruben Phelps, our front row. Adam Malone getting a nice start. Gary Wellman giving a huge push on the green.
Yeah, Ruben did not get a good jump.
I expected a lot more spread out on the start of that green, but everyone seemed to stay sort of two apiece, side by side almost.
That's because they're probably waiting to go 4 wide up here in the tunnel turn.
Can't wait to see it. But
oh boy,
that inside line there, Ruben Phelps getting a nice draft along the side of the wall there to take the lead and shoot past Adam Malone on the outside.
Yeah, fantastic run. Oh, he's trying to clear. Oh, he just barely does. Well, it looked a lot closer on the onboard at any rate.
Not sure if Tyson Carey hit the wall on coming into that. I might just jump back myself there and have a quick squizzy, but it was very close to the wall on turn 3 there. And looks like he has rubbed it again. So out of turn 1 there.
Yeah, wow. It looked a lot worse at first than what it was.
It looks like he's looking to that inside anyway to try and stay away from the wall now. So, big sand in the back as well from the 34. Dylan DeBono into the wall coming into turn 3. I think they're trying to do a bit of a wall ride tonight in the back of on the midfield edge.
They're trying to answer the question, does the Chastain work at Pocono?
Well, so far it looks like they've come off pretty well from doing it. Nigel Padden, long time no see, Nigel. Hope you're doing well there. Got the vote for Gary Wellman for the win tonight, and that was my pick as well. So hopefully Gazza can pull out a win for us both. Adam Malone back to lead there, James.
Yeah, he got a massive run through the center of the corner, was just able to up and clear Phelps like it was nothing. I was kind of surprised about that. Oh, we got a car on the access road. Oh, hang on to her.
That's Tyson again, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be unfortunate. He has lost the draft. Oh, that's a lot of that might have been.
Okay, I think it's next lap on that one. So
Yeah.
he's lost it as well. He's brought the caution out. Ooh-wee.
Oh!
Yep. We'll try and catch the replay on that one.
Oh, what world? Oh, Perry, is that? I think that might. Is that Wumbo
Perry
back
Stokes,
there?
Daniel Blinko there.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, there are lines painted on the track there and lanes for the front straight. So unfortunate there for Tyson coming through to be collateral damage in that one. That car looking very average as well.
Looked like a
I think them.
second incident, or it just continued, because it looked like he ended up back in the wall down all the way in turn 1 with Perry on Astakis.
Yeah, that we'll look at that one after the race. I think the admin will get onto that one. But, we'll leave that alone for now. So,
Are you saying someone will be getting the Austin Hill treatment?
Oh, I think if Fisk could talk in a iRacing simulator, that would be it.
But the important question is, does he have white gloves?
Well, I mean, if it's ice hockey style, then yeah, they get taken off and the helmet comes off, doesn't it? And
yep, and then you just grab the front of the jersey, pull the guy in, and you just start wailing on him. Or in some fights, just kind of skate around pretending like you're going to fight, but no punches are actually thrown, and it ends up becoming quite sad.
Well, Happy Gilmore 2 came out, and he gave the golfers a bit of a training session on, pulling the jersey over the head and punching them in the face. So if you haven't seen it, then have a look at Happy Gilmore 2. But I think the first movie was better. The story was a bit out there. Drivers in pit lane now, and we've got the timers going on screen there, so we'll see who gets a good little pit stop. Adam Malone, 35.16. Looking to be the fastest there. Yeah, nice stop there for race leader at the moment.
Meanwhile, not banner stops from Andy or Donnelly there. Yeah, Donnelly almost 9 seconds stationary.
Well, funnily enough, Gary Wellman and Andy Barber had I think it's Caleb O'Connor had the quickest time in the pit box. So yeah, maybe the sort of the fuel savers, not needing as much fuel in that stop. That's why those times a little bit quicker in the pit stall itself. But, well, that's our first caution tonight. So 4 laps in of 80. Saw that first caution come out in 5 laps.
And so it begins.
Now the curse is put on you. Everyone can thank James later for that one.
How is it my fault? I'm just talking about what happened the last time. I'm just the storyteller here.
Yep. you get
Man.
thrown under the bus when you're in the booth. So you got to take
Man. It's only a commentator's curse if it involves Donnelly tonight, which it likely will.
Well, I'm sure he'll chuck a protest in against the commentator later for that one.
That's fair. And Kobe will hit me with the book.
But
He won't
maybe
penalize me, he'll just hit me with the book.
Maybe we need to introduce penalties for commentators somehow. That'll be an interesting one, couldn't it?
And that's how I got suspended.
Well, I think pace car lights are off, and Tyson Carey, Perry, and Stark is still in pit lane at the moment, so they won't be out on track for that restart. Good evening, RJ, and Southern Stars boys for the pick. Well, Adam Malone doing a great job to kick off this race with qualifying as well. So I'm sure Adam's hoping for a podium tonight, along with Andy and Ryan. But once again, Adam Malone and Ruben Phelps on the front row for the restart. Adam Malone going to be taking us away. Green flag drops, gets a nice jump this time. Ruben Phelps going with just the edge over Wellman there, James.
Yeah, that time it was a better overall start from Phelps, but when you compare it to Malone, good gracious, Adam got the jump of a century right there. He took everybody's lunch money. Unfortunately, getting out to that big early jump at a draft track like this is opposite of what you want to see, as here comes Donnelly making it 3 wide. Oh, there's contact! Oh, there's more contact! Oh, boy!
Oh, the wiggles were on there for Ryan Barber, but he managed to hold on to that one. Getting sandwiched by the dive bombs. I said that was going to happen on that turn 2. So.
Yeah, he managed to touch both pieces of the bread right there. He bounced to the bottom piece and then up to the top piece. He touched both pieces of bread. You know, assuming that, you know, the meat of the sandwich isn't already touching both pieces of the bread. You know, it's just magically floating in there.
Well, we know James likes just ham on a sandwich, nothing else. Just.
worried.
Well, Matty Ray going for a bit of a pass there on Caleb O'Connor on the inside. Trying to get up alongside teammate Ruben Phelps.
Yeah, Phelps is starting to slide back a little bit. Running up front for most of the race so far, but him and Malone are starting to drop. Malone still hanging on to P3 though. As Donnelly, ooh! Things between Donnelly and Maiolo got a little close on the entry of one.
I wonder if there's a little bit of strategy starting to come out into play here, because a few of our front runners are sort of dropped right back to the middle pack, and even a little bit of a gap behind. So, just wondering if the strategy is starting to come into play here from a few guys.
Yeah, you wonder how much being able to get that little bit of extra fuel from everyone pitting on lap 6 is gonna mess with the fuel. Oh! Phelps bumped from behind!
Ooh.
Wow, what a save by the 06. I think him and Maxfield got together a little bit, exited turn 3.
Well, the battle between DeBono and Malone. Just letting Lewis drive off into the sunset at the moment. We've got just over half a second gap there.
Yeah, Bohoshiar is just pulled away. Ooh. Bono and Malone got a bit close there in the tonal turn.
Well, strong showing from Giuseppe early on last week at Gateway. He's starting to have a bit of a run at it again tonight at Pocono. So looking like he wants to play with the big boys up the front, and had a lot of pace last week. So hopefully he can keep that car clean, out of trouble, and get a good result tonight for himself.
Yeah, Giuseppe was arguably the car to beat last week with Andy until he made that mistake on the stop under yellow, lost a lot of track position, and then got caught up in an incident towards the middle of the pack. But he's, like you said, he's picking up where he's left off with, oh!
You got Derek Jacobs in pit lane as well, so probably the first one to pit. A little bit out of
Oh, and here we go. While we're looking at that, they're almost 3 wide here. They're staggered 3. DeBono backs out. Maiolo's going to clear both of them.
DeBono just backing out of that a little bit, and didn't want to go for the inside on Donnelly coming into that one. But Caleb O'Connor and Shannon Wright just behind them having a battle of their own as well.
Yeah, I think you really might be onto something there, Paul, with the front runners and maybe some strategy starting to play out, because you saw the SRM guys going back. Obviously, Ruben didn't have much of a choice in the matter, but you also have the Barbers there a lot farther back, running around 14th and 15th. So yeah, it looks like a few of them might be cooking up something here.
Yeah, well, something's brewing in the storm water there.
Whoa. Something's brewing, all right.
I was going to say Cameron Hardwick, another newcomer, and he was sort of hanging towards the back of that pack, and he's slowly making his way through, just knocking on the door of the top 10 at the moment. So maybe just taking things easy at the start and now coming through, whereas maybe these other guys sort of went on too early, and that's why they've dropped back. So time will tell on how the strategy is going to go. So I reckon we'll probably be seeing pit stops in the next maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 laps, I'd probably predict. So if not sooner.
Yeah, with the way these guys are racing, I'm not sure if they're hanging back for fuel conservation or car conservation.
Hang on a sec.
See Shannon Wright starting to make his way into the top 5 now. Good run for Wright so far.
I'm sorry about that. Bedtime's happening in the household here. So back with you, though. Matty Ray just slipping on the inside there of Cameron Hardwick.
Oh, here comes DeBono looking for P3, looking for P2. Power move. He'll get one so far. Looks like Malone hanging tough. Starting to pull back.
I wonder if he might, if he'll try and sit there, if he'll sort of sync up with his team back. But looks pretty comfortable running up there at the moment. But again, just depends on what that strategy comes into play. But Shannon Wright on the inside, coming for a move. Up into the top 5 now. On the hunt for the front of the field.
3 wide once again. And they think better of it. Oh! Man, I don't think the two newcomers could get any close as Hardwick got really loose because of that. He had to gather it up. Losing ground to both SRM cars.
Just watching the battle with Shannon Wright at the moment, trying to get through the field to the front. Just slots in front of Giuseppe there. Going to get a push down the back straight. He was hanging out on that inside, trying to get through, but finally making the move now, making the move on Adam Malone coming into turn 2. He's going to get that one done nice and easily as well. So Shannon Wright having a good run towards the front.
Yeah, it hasn't quite been the season that Wright would have hoped for, but this is his best run of the season by far right now here, challenging to get up into P2. As Bahajiar continues to lead.
It's good to see the that sponsored car, everything simulated. Coming through, and DeBono on the inside, getting a nice run through that corner there. Thought Shannon might have been looking at that wall, but a bit of contact there. No room for the corner. That's going to leave Shannon out a bit on that outside.
Yeah, I think DeBono might have tried going for a bit of a slide job and wasn't clear and kind of shot Shannon up the track a little bit. As we hear Hardwick gonna make his way down to pit road here. The only one that's not gonna be good for him draft-wise.
Especially at Pocono, these long straights that definitely need that draft to keep in with the pack. You saw sort of coming down that front straight there, the cars in the distance are quite spread out as the pack drops off.
Yeah, but on the flip side, actually, that's what I tend to do at draft tracks. I kind of bring myself down to pit road with as few people with me as possible, actually, because to me, the time I lose pitting by myself and being outside of the draft has always been similar to the time I lose pitting with a bunch of people and having to focus on staying away from hitting their car, keeping my car away from anyone who might hit me, having to find my box amongst all the people pitting. So I feel like I gain more when I pit by myself. So personally, I can't hate the strategy, though it's probably not much of a strategy. He might not have been able to stretch it any farther, but to me, I don't think he's as in trouble as, we're almost 3 wide in the tunnel with Phelps and Donnelly. They got real close to Malone.
I mean, I know where we're coming from. Kate Donnelly looking at pitting now. A few cars coming in now. So Adam Malone staying out. But as you see, it gets very tight in pit entry there, especially on some tracks that there's not a lot of room. So the more cars and the more risk you've got someone, running into the back of you or locking up and, speeding into pit lane. So you can't get that nice, smooth, mistake-free pit entry.
And it's much more pronounced here because, you compare it to other draft tracks like Daytona or Talladega. You have a lot of room to work with on pit entry, a long lead up and a lot of width. Here, you don't have either, really. Like, you're basically having to get on the brakes for pit road right as you exit the corner. Like, look how much gap you have from... Oh no, we got 2 cars spinning to the inside! That's Maiolo and one of the newbies. That's the... Yeah! And O'Connor. Oh my goodness. Maiolo seems alright, but O'Connor, that car is pretty well messed up. You see, he's missing a bumper.
I was just looking through that first group that stopped the lap before, and unfortunately, DeBona just sliding through his pit bay as well. So it lost a lot of time there for him, and the other 4 left him behind in pit road.
And I think a lot of the reason why this incident was because of what I was saying, because you saw it. He kind of got behind Maiolo and kind of had to jump out of the way, and you saw him have a lot higher rate of speed, and so he had to jam on the brakes even harder, and it looks like he had a little too much rear brake and just completely locked the rear, and that's... Wow. That's... Wow, Phelps getting lucky with that pit entry. I thought he was going to be up a creek, but that's enough room for the SRM crew to take care of the stop. It's like just perfectly like sliding into the DMs like...
Well, I thought he was just positioning his car for that exit. As you see the other Southern Stars trying to go even wider and try and get a run on him out of pit lane. But
Yeah, he lost a couple spots, but all importantly, he didn't lose any time. He's still in their draft, and that's all you really care about. You don't care where you come out, just as long as you're still in that pack somewhere.
Well, if you have a look now that where Adam Malone is, he was running towards the front there, and just behind him you got Cameron Hardwick, who pitted by himself. So come out of the pit stop and sort of around that top 10 sort of spot still anyway. So, as things play out with the other guys, their pit stops, he could be looking at a top 5 now from South after pitting by himself.
Yeah, and like you said, there a few guys kind of eliminated themselves from contention so far with a couple of those major mistakes. Like O'Connor, he's 2 laps down right now getting those repairs.
Let's try and catch up to where we should be with our race lead at the moment. I think newcomer Lewis still out on top. Kate Donnelly up into second. Todd Maxfield into third. The Terminator's coming. He's just picking everyone off. He said he'd be back, and he's back. All right. Maybe we can get an impression from him if he's up in the podium at the end of the race.
He's trying to tell Shannon Wright, hasta la vista, baby.
Well, I don't know if there's a chopper at Pocono waiting, but get to the chopper. Little 4-car breakaway starting to emerge. Matty Ray trying to hold on to it with Adam Malone. Adam Malone looking to make a pass on Matty Ray. They're trying to keep up with the front runner. Shannon Wright looking for third as well, coming into turn 1.
Yeah, I think they're staying connected somewhat. I think okay, now they're starting to gain. I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're gonna get back up here. Yeah, they're back, and looks like Phelps is also just barely clinging on for dear life as well.
One of the things I tend to see here, but almost not so much this race. Usually at Pocono, you tend to see when you've got those big gaps, and then the field starts to pull in from the back, so the pack sort of closes up again after 15, 20 laps of pit stops happening. So we'll see if Gary Malone can jump up on the back of Phelps there. But, just on the hood of Kate Donnelly at the moment, on the back of Lewis Bahagia. It's got to be right. We're going to get it right somewhere, but we need him in the booth tonight. So
plot twist: Paul is probably a lot closer to the correct pronunciation than I am.
What do they call it? Baba Yaga or
Baba Lazaga?
the boogeyman, John Wick.
Beelzebub? We'll get there eventually. Anyways, while we're being goofuses, Shannon Wright looking to the inside of Donnelly.
Well, looks like Giuseppe and Connor back on track there. Car's fixed up, a little bit of damage.
Yeah, looks like Maiolo is still on the lead lap, but yeah, it looks like about, I think, 5, now 6 laps for O'Connor.
And just looking in the background there, so Wellman's caught up on the back of Phelps, and Andy Barber's broken away from Junior. I think they might have just got stuck behind Cameron Hardwick, just in cruise mode. So Ryan Barber getting past Cameron Hardwick now. And Daniel Blinker in behind there. So a little pit mishap there for Dylan DeBono, set him back into 13th. So a little bit of dramas going on there, and losing a bit of time there, Ryan onto the back of Andy.
Yeah, and I kind of understand it. It's a bit strange that you're seeing a lot of moves made when the number one priority should be staying in the draft. Because like if there's one thing that really grinds my gears, it's when someone is, I think Hardwick almost hit the wall.
It was a little bit of a straight there. Yep.
Meanwhile, here comes Shannon Wright to the lead.
Really nice.
Get by Bahagiar.
Nice move there. Okay, Donnelly looking for the exit run. Oh, couldn't quite get around it without finding the wall there. It's going to give Todd Maxfield the run down the straight on him. Okay, Donnelly's just going to slot in behind his teammate there. For now, Matty Ray, Ruben Phelps in the background there, looking to try and have a bit of a draft run with each other, but not quite able to get the pace down there on Kay Donnelly. Coming to the halfway mark now, James. 40 down, 41 we're on to. So probably see another pit stop yet if we stay green.
I would agree with that. Probably within the next 15 laps or so. Doesn't look like fuel is going to be as much of an issue as we were kind of wondering. Potentially. I'm not sure.
Todd Maxfield trying to go around the outside of Lewis. Just getting shut off by Shannon Wright there. Seeing that door was open for Todd Maxfield to run. Oh, coming 3 wide. Oh, there's contact.
Oh, no, contact.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Shannon trying to shut the door there.
Oh, Jacob Dean B hoping for a yellow coming out there on the mic. And a little bit of drama going on. So.
And here comes the 20 trying to try again.
It's got a big run there. And there's Matty Ray on the inside too. Come through.
Him and Kate sending it on the inside. And they're both going to lose the spot to Phelps. Here comes Donnelly making 3 wide again. And looks like Kate tucks back in.
Things are definitely heating up at the front here. And we're only halfway through this race at the moment.
Yeah, we're definitely cleaner so far than last season's race. I think we've already had like 4 less cautions at this point of the race. And a lot more cars running right now.
Well, you either have no cautions or you have several. So,
Yeah, either no cautions or all of the cautions.
well, you got to get them all out of your system somewhere. So just pick a track and. It's got McClintock on screen there on the inside. Just trying to get by Nicholas Walsh and Daniel Blinko, I think.
Yeah, a lot of the cars towards the midfield have kind of caught up to each other, and that's going to be a huge help to them because now that someone hit the wall hard. Couldn't tell if it was Phelps or Donnelly, but wow, that got close for both of them.
Well, I had a wow from Donnelly there, but I think there was, just looking on my screen, there was actually a couple of cars that hit the wall there coming out of that. So just have a look.
Yeah, I think Kobe said Cade got a 2X.
Yeah, Matty Ray followed Donnelly into the wall as well, and I think Ruben in front gave a little kiss as well. So all three of them went in. I think even Shannon Wright and Lewis Bargio up the front all went into there. So I think it was just a bit of follow the leader. So.
You know, that could be the ultimate big brain strat, is as the leader, you try to get as close to the wall as possible without hitting it, and hope that you make everyone else tunnel vision behind you and drive up into it. Taps on forehead.
Well, I mean, the theory's there, but I mean, if it was me, I'd probably just smash me car straight into the fence and ride it off. There goes the tire. Whoops.
Well, I simulated that too well.
I mean, why not do it when you're at the front of the pack?
Right?
Then that gives new meaning to the angry mob of drivers. So. Yeah, Phelps looking on the inside of right here at the moment.
Yep. Yeah, see the 20 already getting his way back up into the lead. He's really good at being able to immediately jump back up to the lead after he's passed. You see, everyone else, it seems like it takes them a minute. They might lose an additional spot too when they get past, but Buhagiar just doesn't seem like he's having that same issue. You know, he's able to get back to the front almost immediately, and that makes it a lot more tougher for everyone else because now you really got to make sure that move you pull off is perfect and perfectly timed to where you don't give them that opportunity. But, you know, doesn't give you a whole lot of window to work with.
Well, I mean, he's definitely got a good bit of form there because he's even getting a little breakaway on Shannon Wright as well. Just trying to stretch it, but then that draft obviously comes back in on the straights there. So got good entry and exit speed through the corners. So if he can break that toe, then he'll drive away from him.
Yeah, it looks like Shannon might be driving it into the corner a bit hard. Because you see, Lucas pulls him off of the corner, but then Shannon dives down in there, takes away a lot of the gap, but then Lucas is able to pull away off of the exit. See, you saw Wright almost side by side with him, and now Wright is not only losing time to him, he's going to lose second to Phelps. Phelps is going to just try to drive by both of them. That's Wright looking like, oh, Shannon wanted to take it 3. You could tell the body language he wanted to. This was the last lap he probably would have.
Well, Phelps doing the smart thing there, just staying out wide and getting that early break in, and able to just use that wall draft to just drive around right there. And now Cade Donnelly looking to go the outside route as well. And we got a crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Chandler. Drop out. So just come up, and looks like Derek Jacobs had a drop out as well. So a couple of drivers. Maybe they share the same internet as Kobe.
And that's how we got fired.
Well, I mean, we are still here and we're still talking, and the broadcast is still going, so maybe they don't. Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, that second pack is caught back up to everyone as Cameron Harvick already bringing it back down pit road.
Yeah, I was just going to say there that...
That's not going to... Yeah, that's not going to help him save time.
Going to say he was on his way down pit road, just shouted that one out, and then...
and too much rear brake.
Slide job there.
Yeah, he lucked out. It could have been a lot worse, as we've already seen, but yeah, it's going to cost him a lot of time. And speaking of losing a lot of time, I think that wall contact from Raymond has really hurt the 80 car. He is starting to plummet, honestly, and you can see some of the damage on the right front of that car. The white paint makes it very easy to point out.
Yeah, that guard looking a little beaten up there. I was actually going to say Dylan DeBono's having a comeback drive again there, so he's moved his way up into 7th. So after that pit stop mishap, he's had a nice little comeback drive to work his way back up towards the front.
Yeah, there's no worse feeling than losing the draft. But I tell you, there's few things better than just driving your way back up into the draft. You feel like Superman when you can do it. Because it's just so hard to run guys back down on a drafting track. But he's done it, and already he's back into the top 5.
Yeah, nicely done there on Shannon Wright. And again, maybe it's, just sitting back in that pack, let the front runners go hard, and, maybe just save that bit of tyre through the stint. And then, towards the end of that stint, you've got the speed and the pace to drive through the field back towards the front. Be interesting to see when the jump comes out for everyone else now that we've had our first car stop. So Shannon Wright's going to take that jump now on his own, so go for a solo pit stop as well. See if he can get a run, but I think someone else in the background, Daniel Blinker's come in as well, a little bit further back.
Oh.
Kobe in the background just said he copped a black flag as well coming into pit lane. So unfortunate there. So pit stops are going to be playing out in just a moment. Ruben Phelps going for the outside run for the lead. Cade Donnelly on the inside now as well. Lewis looking like he wants to pit, but he's getting swamped at the moment.
Yeah, he is. Sounds like.
Oh
no! Oh, and there's another pit.
Malone! Adam Malone straight into the pit wall.
Oh, and it looks like Maxfield as well.
Oh, big impact there. Todd Maxfield there, riding the bumper of DeBono. Losing it. Maxfield losing it. Across the front of Malone and Cameron. And then Malone nowhere to go, but straight into the pit wall. Oof.
Yeah, 3 cars done for the night.
Well, it's not a way you want to end your race. We'll go to a quick ad break while we're under caution, and we'll come back to chat about that one again.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight for round 12 of the Digimobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. Just under caution, had a bit of a moment there under caution as well with Caleb O'Connor and Giuseppe Milo. Just getting absolute sent into the wall.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Were they close to catching up to the field? How far away?
A bit far away, and I think there was just a little bit of a slowdown for the corner, and obviously Caleb on the pace wanting to catch up, and Giuseppe in the cruise mode, and yeah, nose to bumper, and round she went.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Well, this is an interesting one. Lewis Bargia wanting the 16 to get round him, but Todd Maxfield's in pit lane, so don't know how he can get round him when he's in pit lane.
Yeah.
Todd Maxfield's bit of banter. It looks like a few black flags. So Todd Maxfield, Shannon Wright with black flags.
Oh, never mind. It's McClintock.
Yeah, gotta love that sneaky O in front of the numbers, don't you? Yeah, the 016 of Scott McClintock, not the 16 of Todd Maxfield. So get you every time. Well, boys, we're lap 57 of 80, and prediction picks. I'm sitting on the front row at the moment. Gary Wellman in good position here. Just wanted to rub that in on you guys.
Just you wait. There's much tomfoolery to come.
We'll see. But pace car lights are out, and we're still going to grid up here. We're going green, and we're not even gridded up, ready to go.
Yeah, everyone and their grandmother's in the inside lane.
And have a look at this huge run from Cameron all the way from the back, just passing everyone with no front bumper.
Well, I don't see this going wrong in any way possible.
Nicholas Walsh with a nice start there as well. So, here comes the fun games from the breaking the draft at Pocono. Coming out wide, going in to the inside of the track, and we haven't seen it much down the straight yet. So I wonder if we'll see it start to come out and see who can break that toe.
Yeah, meanwhile, it looks like the 80 car was able to get that damage fixed. You don't see that big old black smudge on the right front. It looks pretty pristine, and it's driving like it's pristine because he's right there behind his teammate.
Alrighty. Well, we got Wellman, we got Phelps, we got Matty Ray. So the SRM boys locked in for second, third at the moment. Nicholas Walsh in the back. Newcomer Lewis Buagia in fifth. So we've got a bit of a race on our hands to the finish. Lap 59 of 80. Still got 21 to go. Looks like the Barbers are slowly making their way through. Ryan Barber on the inside of Scott McClintock. Looking to try and get a bit of a run. Not quite on his old man. He'll slot in front of Scott McClintock there. Cade Donnelly to the inside of Lewis now. Going to be 3 wide into turn 1.
Oh, what a send. He'll complete it, but he almost didn't.
I was going to say that almost looked like Andy Barber was going to get the nose in there, but not quite able to get the run down the back onto Nicholas Walsh. So maybe this time Nicholas Walsh into the fence. No room there. Shut the door by Lewis. That's going to give Andy Barber the run now. Andy Barber's got to put in that work now with Gary Wellman out the front. He doesn't want to be too many spots behind him. I'm sure he'd be wanting to be in front of him there with that championship points. Only a 6-point lead. So he's got a bit of work to do to get through a few cars here.
Here we go. 3 wide again.
That outside line working well for Andy Barber at the moment. Just riding that outside and using that wall draft once again. Matty Ray getting up and close. Yeah, going to get the run in.
He'll complete
Trying to
that
get
pass.
Trying to get under Andy Barber as well. He's going to get the draft from Donnelly.
Oh, no! Ooh!
Ooh, the door was closing there.
And that costs so much momentum for Andy. He's lost a bunch of spots. And as Phelps takes the lead from Wellman.
This is spicing up nicely here. Three-car train as Lewis is trying to make the run on the inside. Gets around Donnelly, around Wellman, and around Phelps. Coming into one. Huge
Good
run.
gracious. No kidding. And he's going to complete this pass.
Three-car pass down the straight there. With no push or anything. That was quite the draft.
Yeah,
Ryan Barber.
Nitrous.
Ryan Barber giving Matty Ray the push now. Going to get closed off by Phelps, but Phelps will slot back in on the outside. Well, James, 17 to go. This is going to be a finish and a half, I reckon.
Yeah. Either and the half might stand for the cars running at the finish. Half the field. So you see Phelps getting back to the lead. Oh, Harsier got close to the wall. Everybody's getting close to the wall at this point.
Well, I mean, we're all sitting here in silence.
Whoa! Oh!
Ooh.
Donnelly and Lucas making... I think they made contact. I don't know. Here comes Ryan. Oh! And around goes Donnelly. He'll save it.
Oh. Ooh-wee.
Okay, not happy with the Burgermeister.
Well, you got cheeseburgered out of that one.
It's just...
Just on screen there, we've got the 10% discount code for TWR Setups, one of our sponsors for the OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. So if you do a bit of iRacing and you're tuning in and looking for some setups, go over to twrsetups.com and check out their setups, and at the checkout, check in that code What'sBeen39 for a nice little 10% discount.
Meanwhile, Junior getting up to the race lead, and now Phelps gonna take it back.
Around the outside?
Lost so much. Two trailer park girls go around the outside.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. And here comes Ryan with the old switchback.
Oh,
the Andy Barber. He was looking for that run.
He wanted to follow him through, but Wellman shut the door in his face.
Well, I mean, I was going to say earlier, we're all sitting here when we get a moment of silence, and we're all just in our heads. For me, you know, come on, Wellman, and James like, come on, Donnelly. And Kobe, he's just going off his head because no one can hear him for Andy Barber. So he's going wild in the background. But unfortunately now with Kate out of the picture, There's just the two of us, James. So you're going to have to broadcast the rest of this, and me and Kobe are just going to yell at each other for the rest of this race.
Isn't that how most of our broadcasts go?
Well,
yeah, the two of them just throwing moves on each other is now here comes Andy trying to follow through.
well, we haven't really seen much from the Barbers because they took that strategy early on to sit back at the start of this race and just drop back through the field for that strategy. And we got a
we got caution
come out. It's Ooh, that looks like a very damaged car there for Cameron. So we'll chuck a replay and see what happened there to Cameron Hardwick.
Yeah, lost it, and he went hard wick into the wall. I'll be here all week.
Well, that's quite a lot of hand movements there. Well, we'll go to a quick ad break, and hopefully we'll be back for the remainder of this race.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
You've got what it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, Our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, everything simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again. Round 12 at Pocono, the Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. And we are back. Going to be a 9-lap dash to the finish. Kobe Jordan didn't even offer to go and get us a hot dog while he ran off to the stands, grab a beer for himself, and feeling a bit left out here, James.
Right? The nerve of that guy. Likely story.
Well, Lewis Bahagia opting to stay out, run the gauntlet, not pit, so a little bit unlucky there. Todd Maxfield unable to get a wave around and get back on the lead lap. So we're going to be going green. Ryan Barber wants to be the pace car instead. Ryan Barber, Andy Barber, going to be linked up on the outside there. And then you got Matty Ray and Ruben Phelps on the inside, outside behind. But you got the Sim boys, Wellman, Nicholas Walsh, Kate Donnelly there on the inside. So it's going to be a good start here. And, geez, it almost looked like Andy Barber went for a run straight up junior then to give him a push. Side by side, coming to turn one.
Contact!
Here comes Andy. He's just like, get out of my way, Junior. I've got to beat Wellman. Wellman looking for the inside now on Lewis. He's going to get the entry into the corner. Andy Barber going to be following through. Trying to get that inside, but not quite able to get up. Oh! Contact there on Lewis as well. Championship leaders at the moment. Andy Barber and the chaser Wellman using all of the track. He's wanting that checkered flag. He's running over it. So
fake it till you make it, I guess. Oh, yeah. Boy.
That inside's going to come alive, and it's going to make hard work for Andy Barber. He's going to get shut off there. Kate Donnelly coming through. Kate Donnelly back into this one from that caution.
And he was not happy with Lewis. And,
the gift that keeps on giving that might have to try and give again if they keep racing this way.
Oh, what a set by Ruben. Oh. Yeah, it's going to get spicy. Oh, all the spice right now. 3 alarm fire. We're 2 rows of 3 wide.
Well, what I'm wondering is how badly are those tyres going to be screaming on the 20?
Oh, my goodness. Oh!
Oh, and there's a blown up engine there too. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
Cade's
Junior.
blown up.
That's Donnelly.
It's definitely Cade, and I think Ruben is also smoking. Yeah.
I think that one took everyone out there. Unfortunate there for Ruben, looking for that move on the inside and just getting caught up in that. And all three of them hard into the wall and destroying all their cars.
Yeah, if Phelps waited a split second, he would have missed that.
Something you can't predict on that one, and yeah, a little bit too close for comfort there.
Yeah, I can't quite tell who moved. Like, I can't tell if the 05 came down or the 41 came up.
Well, wonder if we'll see the 20 now of Lewis come into pit lane, or if he's going to run the gauntlet again and stay out.
The poop flinging is real. The poop flinging is real, gents.
I think Simboys might need to do up some more. I better not say that word. Some paint schemes for the others. Ooh-wee. Well, I don't envy the job that's going to come after this race.
You can hear Kobe's groans from here. You can almost hear it on the broadcast, too.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be well fed with that hot dog and beer now that he didn't get us. So, and he managed to sneak a pretzel in, apparently. So, we're just the blokes here that starve until the race is over.
Yeah, the nerve of that guy. The guy who pays our salaries.
That's why he gets the big bucks, see?
Yeah.
I've left vouchers for you both for the catering truck downstairs.
That's thoughtful, Cobes.
Yeah.
Vouchers to go get something after. It'll probably be everything that's in the what they say, the servo pie warmers that have been heated up from the night before and they're still there the next day.
Plot twist there for last week. He makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
And on that note, we'll be right back. You don't need us to commentate the last of the
job. Oh, fuck.
I think Kobe's going to find that unmute button real quick if that happened. Well, our field's looking a bit smaller now for this restart, isn't it?
Yeah.
We only got 10 cars on the lead lap now. We started with the 24, so 24 down to 10. And 3 cars that are going to be laps down. So We got Wellman fighting for those extra championship points over Andy Barber. You got newcomer Luis Buhagia on the front row, showing a lot of pace all night tonight and trying to make his debut race statement. You got Andy Barber, championship leader, wants to finish in front of Gary Wellman to claim those extra points, try and extend that lead. You got Nicholas Walsh in there, having a good run. Started 17th up to 4th. It's going to be on for the finish here, boys. Everyone wants to win Pocono. Lights are out. We're about to go green in just a corner. Pace car's going to do his big handbrake turn off the track. And Gary Wellman jumping straight away. He was not leaving anything there. He wanted the big jump and breaking that toe, and Lewis was ready for it as well. So everyone just went with him. Couldn't get any edge over that start.
Yeah, we'll see how it works though. Lewis, he's going to have a massive run.
I always wonder if the swerving here actually helps, because I never think it does, really. Ooh. Maybe on the final lap out of the last corner it might. But we'll see. Coming 2 laps to go, Wellman leading. Lewis, if he made contact on that wall there, it was close. Andy Barber looking for the inside. Almost getting the door shut. Had to go wider. He's going to get in behind Wellman now. Lewis, bit of contact. Again, the wall. This is going to give the guys behind a bit of a run.
Look at this. Oh, ee.
Wee.
I don't even know what kind of noises were coming out of my mouth right now. But they weren't English, no!
Wellman's doing everything to try and get those extra little seconds. Trying to get that run.
Oh!
Barber and Buhagia at it, door to door. Wellman's extending that gap. And we're on white flag. That toe's going to be broken from Wellman. Who's going to take our podium spots? Andy Barber on that outside. He's favoured that outside run a little bit tonight. We've seen it work. Rest of the field chasing. Ooh, the elbows are out. Everyone wants a podium. Field chasing, but there's just no way around. Wellman looking strong on the last corner. On the finish, Matty Ray looking out wide. Can he get the run?
And it's Andy bringing it home second.
Well, boys, that's 1-0 to me. I can rub it in now. Gary Wellman takes the win, and I got the prediction right. Don't ask me to go against AI next week, though. We might be wrong on that one.
Well, you beat AI and Kobe's pick. Meanwhile, my pick got cursed. I think we all knew that was coming.
Ooh-wee. Well, we'll bring up the results there. And first place, my pick, Gary Wellman. Simboys taking the win at Pocono. I knew he could get that job done as well, between you and me. Doing a bit of drifting as well to put on a show now. Andy Barber coming home in second, our championship leader currently. Lewis Bahagia, debut race with the podium, coming home in third. Nicholas Walsh coming home fourth. Matty Ray, SRM, with the top 5 finish. Newcomer Dylan DeBono as well with 6th finish. Daniel Blinko in 7th. Scott McClintock 8th. Jacob Dean B 9th. And Shannon Wright, your top 10.
And we got Todd Maxfield recovering up to 11th. Glenn Woomwell bringing help in 12th. Ruben Phelps, Kay Donnelly, he 13th. And it's a bit out of order. I guess it's Barber in 14th, then Donnelly 16th, and Anastakis in 15th. Anyway, yeah, man, I have a hard enough time reading as it is. This is diabolical.
That's a stitch up and a halfway, isn't it?
Yeah, like that. That's a prank. Anyways, Cameron Hardwick in 17th, Giuseppe Maiolo in 18th, Adam Malone 19th, Caleb O'Connor 20th.
And Kobe's
There we go.
going to get more
Jade
snap.
Chandler. Shade Chandler in 21st, Derek Jacobs 22nd, Tyson Carey 23rd, and Kelvin Clark, who I don't think ended up actually turning any laps tonight.
Alrighty, well, we'll get the drivers up into the booth, and the stewards will have a chat to Gary about ripping up pit lane, and then we'll get all the drivers into the booth for a chat.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to round 12 of the Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. Joining us in the booth, we got our third place podium place. Lewis, our debut race for Lewis. How you going, Lewis?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. The as we just said, the burning question or the $1 million question, so everyone at home knows as well. How do you pronounce your surname?
Bahaja.
Bahaja. All right. We'll definitely get that wrong next week. try not to.
Pretty common. Pretty common.
Alrighty. Well, we're just over halfway through this season, and you came into the race tonight at Pocono, debut race to the series. What were your thoughts coming in tonight?
Oh, just coming in to have a bit of fun. I seen the league was up there. I think last week we found it, and just wanted to go do a bit of oval fun, and yeah, absolutely loved it. It was great.
Yeah, nice. I haven't run these cars and probably never get a chance unless Kobe lets me out of here, but yeah, the league and the previous gen cars, when I managed to have a run, they were always good as well, and it's a pretty good series as well. So, there's a lot of good hard racing with the boys, and most of these guys have been doing it for years now as well. So, it's a pretty good series to be in as well.
Yeah, it was. I loved it. It was great fun. I'll definitely be back.
Yeah, nice. Look forward to seeing you on track again. You had a lot of pace tonight as well. Looked like you even managed to break the toe at one point over the rest of the field, getting a little bit of a slip away, but they caught you back up again. It's no easy feat trying to break the draft at Pocono.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what it was. It just kind of halfway through that race just clicked, and just managed to pull a bit of a gap, and then they got me towards the end. But what do you do? It's just good fun racing. Yeah,
that's it. Pocono always has a lot of fun if you can avoid some of the carnage that can unfold. But good debut race, and good to see you on the podium tonight, and hopefully we'll see you in the coming weeks as well.
Yeah, I just quickly want to thank the Velocity Sim Sports. Cam's the one that got me onto it. He does all my findings, so thank them boys. Thank Hikoki Power Tools and Barber Republic. So thanks everyone, and thanks Dylan DeBono, and they're all in the team. We'll all be back next week.
Nice. We'll look forward to seeing you then, and shout out to your sponsors there, and we'll let you go and celebrate with the boys.
Thanks for that, fellas.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
We'll get our second place up into the booth, hopefully in just a moment, and we'll pass you over to James.
Alrighty. Hey, Andy Barber, James in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy. Get to talk to you this week, James. That's a bit of a change.
Yeah. You poor man. You got the short end of the stick on that one, but yeah. First of all, that was a crazy race. It was a lot going on. The first question I have is: we saw you and Ryan kind of drop towards the back there in the first stint. What strategy call was that? Was that fuel conservation or car conservation? Watching all the hard racing going on.
It's kind of a bit of all three when you think about it. We kind of, the main priority was the fuel conservation. We wanted to save as much as we could to try and have a little bit more at the end in case it did go green. And the tyre save on the fuel save was secondary to that, because naturally you're coasting the car into the corners a lot more, and the third element is you're looking after your car after all. And our mindset was to go into this one with a fuel save and see what happens. And obviously if portions pop up in different scenarios, then we change it up a little bit and see what we got and work with it. But for the most part, it got us up towards the pointy end at the end, and that's where we needed to be.
Yeah, we saw you have that massive battle there with Lewis and Gary trying to fight for the win. How aggressive were you trying to be? Because obviously you're the points leader now, but it's not a huge gap on Gary coming into this race. So how aggressive were you trying to be? Were you focused on just getting the win and outgaining him, or just trying to keep it in the back of your mind and just trying to make sure not to overstep the line and end up costing yourself a whole haul of points?
Yeah, absolutely. I think at this stage of the series, you need to be aggressive. You need to be greedy. Otherwise, you're just going to get left behind. So I don't know. I just kind of look after my car and keep it smart throughout the race, because I know at the end I want to be there when the race really counts and have something to fight with. And it's really good to be battling it out with Gary. And I think I won last week and he came second, and now it's vice versa this time. So it's really, really good to have the title fight alive. It's great for the series and great for us as well. And as opposed to us banging doors, I mean, that's all a part of racing. You know, we come here to race cars, and that's what we're going to do. So as long as we don't fence each other, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I got a lot of paint from different cars up the front on my car tonight. But yeah, it's all very exciting, and it's a bit of fun. And yeah, it's great to see Gary take another win.
Yeah, and also some of the paint you have on your car, you got from the car painted just like yours. Like, you went up there and just, like, shoved Ryan out of the way. Like call Child Protective Services with how hard you slapped your kid right there. What happened with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess at the front it's very aggressive. At the head of the pack, naturally, as you can imagine, and with the track like Pocono, it's pretty wide, and I guess there would be a lot of 3-wide action tonight, which you guys saw. So yeah, it's definitely an aggressive style, but at the same time you have to look after your tires, because yeah, if you burn that right front, you're in big trouble and you got nothing to fight with. So yeah, I don't know. I just tried pushing him, and if he's not going fast enough, I'll just drive around him.
Well, you certainly did that and then some, but I can almost hear Junior's eye roll all the way over here. But that was a fantastic run, all things considered. Andy, any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the podium as well for all the fight. Lewis and Gary as well, and Inside Lane Productions, Paul, James, yourself, Kobe, everybody who puts this league together, and just Team Southern Stars. So myself, Darren, Junior, Adzi, bit unlucky tonight for Adzi, and D Mac, and RBI Trading Cards, 7-Eleven, Sydney Pool Services, and yeah, just a shout out to my dad in the Gold Coast University Hospital this afternoon. He was pretty excited for this race, and we've got him all hooked up. So shout out to him, and hope his tests go well tomorrow and we can get him out of there and start some recovery for him. So thanks, boys. Really appreciate it.
Alrighty, Andy. Well, our fingers are crossed, and we're praying that we're also praying that he gets good results back, and we appreciate you, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Absolutely, and I will just finally mention just thanks to everyone throughout the week who sent messages to us over time, and everyone in the YouTube comments supporting us as well. It's kind of more than a league for us at the moment, so I just wanted to let you know from our side of our family that we're truly appreciative of all the comments, so thanks.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Andy, and shout out to the fam again, and yeah, hopefully all goes well there. But on to our winner for round 12 at Pocono, Gary Wellman. How you doing?
Yeah, good, Jacko. Yeah, good to be back on the top step again.
Yeah, it's been a while. You've finally broken the streak of Andy Barber.
Yeah, that's it. I was pretty happy to finally get one on him, because I'm starting to feel like he's unbeatable.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's a few guys that would have said that about you in previous seasons as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's good when you get a good run and you get your confidence up, I suppose, and that's what she's all about. Half of it, just thinking you can win, I guess.
Yeah, well, Kobe owes you a beer because I can't afford it, but I had my picks on you tonight for the win, and you brought that one home. So cheers to you.
Yeah, nice one. Didn't put the curse on me. Good on you.
Nah, not at all. And there you go on screen now. That was our picks in the booth tonight. So I had yourself. James had Kate Donnelly, and Kobe was going for Andy Barber again. But I knew that that streak had to end sometime, and I knew you were the man that was going to do it. So we had to go for it tonight at Pocono, and I knew you could get the job done here. So well done.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, no, I usually go right at Pocono for some reason. It's not a track that I feel that good on, but I usually get good results for some reason. And I think last OzOVals, there's a fair bit of carnage, so I was kind of expecting there to be a few wrecks, and you just got to stay out of the way of them. And a bit of mixed strategy tonight too. If it was starting to look like it was going to go long green run, and fuel started to play a bit of a part in it, but in the end, it was a bit of a sprint at the end.
Yeah, it's always a hard one to try and predict at Pocono because of the nature of the track, that you can't really work out the strategy either, because it's pretty good racing as well. So it's hard to tell if someone's getting a bit of fuel saving in and stuff like that. But obviously seeing people drop back through the field early on, they're working on a strategy, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's it. I think I went the longest on the first tank. I started to fuel save, thinking that might be a factor, and but then the only sort of strategy that came in after that caution, it was a bit more on the last stop. It was 2 tyres or 4, and I thought I'll take 2 just to get a bit of track position there, and then it was just a matter of trying to make the 2 behind me battle each other so I could get away.
Yeah, nice. And what do you think? Obviously, you had a few newcomers in the mix tonight as well. You had Dylan DeBono was looking pretty quick out there, and Lewis Barger had a bit of pace on himself as well at the front there.
Yeah, a few of those new guys, they definitely got the pace. So I guess, we were saying in the chat earlier there, you just don't quite know how they're going to race. The guys like Matty Ray and Ruben and, the Barbers, you always know, and Adam and those guys, you sort of know you can bang doors a bit, and it's all fair and all that. But these new guys, not saying they're reckless, you just gotta, you don't know quite how to race them just yet. They might send it up the inside, and you just got to be a bit more cautious.
Yeah, but until you work out someone's racecraft, you got to be on that wary side on, are they just going to burn off their tyre, not expecting it to, drop off after a few laps, or pushing too hard too early or something like that, or they're not aware of the strategies that can come into play with the fuel save and tyre save and stuff like that. So yeah, until they get their heads wrapped around the cars and the tracks and that sort of stuff, it's always that question mark on what could happen.
Yeah, that's it. No, it's you just got to sort of hang back a bit and let it unfold. And no, it's good to see a few new guys as well. So yeah, definitely don't want to discourage new guys getting in and having a crack, because it's always good to get a few numbers.
Yeah, well, over the last couple of weeks, we've had a few new drivers join through, and some of them have given the OGs, as we might as well call yous now, a bit of a run for money at times as well.
Yeah, they're picking the pace up. So super speedways, it could be anything there. I don't know when they're coming up, but yeah, that'll be pretty chaotic, I reckon.
Yeah, well, anyone can win those anyway. So bump draft gone wrong, as we know, can happen. But all good. Well, well done on another win for the season, and getting those couple of extra little points back on Andy Barber so he doesn't slip away. But we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, cheers, boys. I guess just Sim Boys, Hot Toddies, and United Electrical, just the team sponsors there. My partner Alana and my little baby Bo, they'll be probably tuning in, so just say a quick shout out to them. But yeah, everyone for turning out. OzOVals, Everything Simulated, Doogie, Quasi, and all the series sponsors. Thanks for putting the show on, and thanks for you guys for the broadcast.
No worries. And the driver profile pics look pretty sweet from the Sim Boys too, by the way.
Yeah, that's it. I have to check them out. Yeah, we had a few laughs with them, so yeah, we'll see. It'll be cool to see the overlays.
We'll see if you got to get Nicholas Walsh one now. You're slacking off there, only doing half the team.
Yeah, I think he forgot. He said we'll have to get onto him next week, see if he can step it up a bit from the rest of us.
Yeah, maybe you throw him the Jay Chandler paint scheme as well, just for the week. We're not doing it.
That's it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Too easy, boys. Cheers for that.
All good. Go celebrate your win, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Catches.
Right. Well, James, that's another week done for us. The rounds keep counting away, and Pocono, a tricky triangle once again. A few cracks and cautions, but the racing certainly didn't disappoint again tonight.
No, it didn't. It was it's a better version of last season's race. It kept all of the action and the drama and the battling, but eliminated a lot of the cautions. But we still got our fair share of fireworks that Kobe will be spending all week trying to put out. But yeah, it's a fantastic show tonight.
Well, he's going to have to pack his own lunch because he won't be any hot dog trucks and bear stands going if he's putting out fireworks there at the track. But good to see a few new drivers turn up tonight and late entries and get amongst it with the OGs again, and hopefully keep them on their toes again next week and come back next week as well. So I think most of them enjoyed the racing tonight, and we move on to Las Vegas next week. So hopefully the racing will continue, and our championship is well under contention at the moment between Andy Barber and Gary Wellman at the moment. So thanks to our sponsors as well, Doogie Mobile, Everything Simulated, TWR Setups. Once again, that 10% code on checkout there for setups. Scotcher Fuels, 131 Web Radio Networks, and Inside Lane Productions. But from Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, which we might get another 5 words out of him next week for driver predictions. James, what spin? I didn't see him spin, did you? Watson and myself, Paul Blocker Jackson. We'll catch you next week.